To say that metaphor has become so basic to our lives that we consciously or unconsciously speak or write in a metaphorical fashion. In the series Game of Thrones, it provides us with many examples of metaphorical talk. I will talk specifically about interpersonal grammatical metaphor of mood, and will show you why it is so important, especially in persuasive texts or situation. Watch this clip of Daenerys' council meeting with Tyrion, Yara, Ellaria, and Lady Olenna. All of them except Tyrion urged Daenerys to attack King's Landing.
Want the Iron Throne, take it. We have an army, a fleet, and 3 dragons. We should hit King's Landing now, hard, with everything we have. The city will fall within a day.
If we turn the dragons loose, tens of thousands will die in the firestorms.
It's called war.
See how Daenerys reacted.
But you have chosen to follow me. I will not attack King's Landing. We will not attack King's Landing.
Now watch how different Daenerys reacted to Lady Olenna's counsel.
Peace. Do you think that's what we had under your father? Or his father? Or his? Peace never lasts, my dear. Will you take a bit of advice from an old woman? He's a clever man, your hand. I've known a great many clever men. I've outlived them all. You know why? I ignored them. The lords of Westeros are sheep. Are you a sheep? No. You're a dragon. Be a dragon.
But how is it possible? First, Yara and Ellaria's counsel created tension through instigating arguments in the sentences. Oftentimes, it won't work in persuasive situation because the person you are talking with will feel attacked or threatened and will position themselves in an opposing side. And that is human nature. Especially when you are facing someone higher or someone older than you, persuading them with an interpersonal metaphor just won't work. Lady Olenna used a lot of interpersonal metaphor. She didn't act like a decision maker for Dany, but she acted as if she helped Dany to decide for herself. By doing this, Lady Olenna put both parties in the same side as we. She didn't act like you listen to me and do it. Before we dive in further, what is grammatical metaphor? Well, according to Egens, grammatical metaphors indicate situations where meanings typically are congruently realized by one type of language pattern and get realized by other less or incongruent linguistic choices. The expressions of a meaning through a lexicogrammatical form which originally evolved to express a different kind of meaning. Relevant to the metafunctions of language, there are 3 main types of grammatical metaphors that can be found in a clause in a text. First, metaphors of transitivity or ideational metaphors. Second, metaphors of mood or interpersonal metaphors. And third, logical metaphors or textual metaphors. Interpersonal metaphor can be categorized into 2. First, metaphors of mood. Based on the relationship between the speech functional categories of statement, question, and comment on the one hand, and the expression of these categories through different mood types on the other hand. And second, metaphors of modality. Involve changes in the modality used, but is not covered in this video. But how an expression can be said to be congruent? An expression is said to be congruent if it is coded by using the normal grammatical categories in terms of experiential function. Now let's jump to the example applied in some scenes of Game of Thrones. From the first clip, you can see Joffrey talking to Margaery.
That's very thoughtful, Your Grace. I have everything I could want.
Good. Good. How are you finding life in the capital? Must be quite a change after Renly's camp.
A welcome one. A military encampment is no place for a lady.
And the bedside of a traitor? Is that a place for a lady?
the second clip,
I was as shocked as
instead
anyone when
of
Faith arrested
stating
Solaris.
that the crown
I
is
have
the
no love
troops'
for
gold
these
and wheat,
fanatics.
my house
What can a
supply,
queen mother
Lady
do?
Olenna, changed it to a question.
Has the crown suddenly stopped needing the troops' gold and wheat? My house supplies?
I can assure you,
I offer you a choice. Bend the knee and join me. Together, we will leave the world a better place than we found it.
Why? What will you do?
I will make him stop.
Solaris Tyrell, my lady.
Send him in.
Second one, expressing comment.
You have mine.
Dorn is with you, Your Grace. Thank you all. Lady Olenna, may I speak with you alone?
Lemon cakes?
No, thank you.
You love lemon cakes. Tell her she needs to eat.
My lady, you do need to eat.
I don't want to eat.
I heard you were leaving King's Landing.
That is hardly your concern.
Your grandson is still a prisoner.
If he does ask you for anything, or try anything, or touch you, I want you to tell me. Why? What will you do?
I will make him stop.
Now we have come to the most important part of this video. What is the significance of this? First, the interpersonal metaphor plays an important role in persuasive text to avoid a negotiation and the possible outcome of rejection. Also, it makes things sound important, more polite, and more applicable in certain situations. To end this video, I want to conclude it with a quote from Aristotle. Those words are most pleasant which give us new knowledge. Strange words have no meaning for us. Common terms we know already. It is metaphor which gives us most of this pleasure. So that is all from me. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you learned something, and I hope next time you can spot on how to find an interpersonal metaphor of mood in any situation maybe. Thank you and see you next time.